2, which is still to this day the best Borderlands.
Yeah. You might be able to peck that one. I wonder. Oh, no. That's weird. That's a weird mechanic interaction. Yeah, like, that's when the start of, like, Gearbox, like, maybe they can do wrong. Maybe Duke Nukem Forever wasn't a fluke.
Yeah. I remember fucking playing the ever-living shit out of Borderlands with Eli.
That sounds fun. Dude,
It was so much fun. That was such a fun game that's a fun game to play with friends.
I try to play a bit of Borderlands 3 on, like, Jazz's brother's Xbox. Like, this is not fun by yourself.
No, it's kind of a chore to play by yourself. Like, I still enjoyed the games playing them by myself. Like, I played through all of the games by myself at least once. One just hasn't aged well. It's not fun. Even with friends, it's not fun anymore. It's just like, it just hasn't aged well compared to the other Borderlands games. 2 is still absolutely fantastic. It's still so much fun. 3, the pre-sequel sucks ass. It does not need to be. It's one of those things where, like, if it was a DLC, it would have been perfectly fine.
It's the Saints Row 4.
But they sold it as like a full game.
It's the Saints Row 4.
Yeah, it's exactly. There's a lot of, like, quality of life changes in pre-sequel that I really enjoy. Like, your character actually speaks and interacts with the story.
That's good.
Yeah, and they kept that for Borderlands 3, and that's still pretty fun. Borderlands 3 is almost a really good game. Almost. It's just like some stuff happens in the story that, like, make it not enjoyable.
Yeah, Borderlands is weird because, like, at this point the humor hasn't changed. It's really kind of like a relic of, like, that early 2010s, like, epic banana humor.
Yeah, every single Borderlands game is like a time capsule of humor at that time. So, like, in Borderlands 2, you'll find, like, epic memes, like Double Rainbow.
Is there a whole Minecraft dungeon in that one, too?
There's a whole Minecraft dungeon in that one as well. And you can get, like, a Minecraft gun. It's like an actually really good gun.
I was playing some gamers that, like, it did, like, a cake is alive joke, and I'm like, I felt myself, like, just hurtle backwards, like, down, like, the evolutionary chain.
Your soul leave your body.
I'm like, oh, God. It was, like, a more modern game. Like, why the fuck is this here?
Yeah.
You know, a game, like, is, like, I thought it'd be more hell on earth than it is. I watched Jerma stream this on YouTube, but, it's a game called The Last Tier of Nostalgia, where it's, like, a Dark Souls-like...
Yes, I am talking about you. You in the chat.
It's a Dark Souls-like parodying nostalgia culture, and I'm like, oh, this game sounds like it's gonna be insufferable. And it's, like, fine, doesn't go far enough.
Yeah.
But does the thing like, we have a Stanley Parable narrator at home.
I need to finish Stanley Parable. That's one of those games because there's, like, so many possibilities in it. I never finished it. But that's a fun game, too.
Yeah, that's, like, that came out during, like, the big, like, what's a real game discourse era of, like, walking simulators, isn't it?
Yeah. It's also, like, I think, like, kind of the start of that, like, meta-narrative type games. Where, like, we're self-aware!
We have a British narrative. Talks about how wild it is. Oh, that's what it was. In fucking Last Year Nostalgia, they did, like, isn't Navi so annoying in Zelda joke in, like, 2022? I'm like, this joke is old enough to drink. Stop telling it. Navi was in, like, one game. At least make it about Fee, or Fi, or you say her name.
Yeah. Hell, I think even Fee, picking on Fee is getting old at this point.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, the time to feel like the crumbling of time, but Fee is fucking, that game's a decade old too, I think, at this point.
Yeah. I forget when Skyward Sword came out, actually.
I was in high school, so it had to be at least like 2011, 2012.
We're sold.
I had this like thought of like, because you know the CW ended the last of its superhero shows recently, and I'm like, God, I remember back in high school when Arrow first came out. And it's just like 10 years ago, feels like yesterday.
Yeah.
It's gonna be weird to tell, like I was there when Iron Man 1 opened in theaters, the movie that changed the world.
Where the fuck?
So, you bet you've seen the store.
I have seen the store. I do remember the store. Now, can I get back to the store is the question. We finished 2 levels tonight. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That sewer level went by really fast, actually.
Clanker's Caverns really small. Like, the levels get way bigger going forward, but Clanker's Cavern especially just feels really tiny, which I guess is good for a water level. The water level in Banjo Kazooie is, like, fucking massive in comparison.
God.
At least now when you get infinite oxygen.
How much music notes do I have? 252. What the door that we needed? I think it was like 260 something?
Let's find out.
268?
Yeah,
Shut up!
The note. One thing they regret in hindsight with this is the note doors. They said like if they had another way they would have avoided it. Because in Banjo Kazooie, the notes were used to buy new moves.
Oh, interesting. I just fucking disconnected.
Oh.
I don't know how long we've been disconnected for.
Well,
It just like reconnected right now, so.
not doing a run back for anyone who missed that.
Nope.
Lost episode. You've been back here so many times tonight.
It is what it is. Alright, no, there's no buttons.
I like Bertel looking at the tree like some kind of fucking ghoul. Do you want to hear more secrets about my scraggly sister, Gruntilda? No, we're
Gruntilda, you're a scraggly little bitch.
No,
You're just jealous of her swagger.
No, we're good. We're good. We're really good. My sister has an OnlyFans account. Oh.
You know there's some people out there who are like, yes!
Yeah. Okay, now
Please.
you're just slut-shaming Gruntilda. No! I'm
Gruntilda, are you a Smurf?
I'm not saying I fully agree with them, but ...
Yeah. I'll never get tired of that.
Where are you going?
I don't know. That's kind of the whole thing.
Well, I got some bad news for you,
Oh,
my Foxy Moon Queen. Yeah, you were going back to the entrance of the fucking game. Is my little rabbit thing up?
It isn't! What the fuck? How did I not notice that? It's like way too late for that now, but
I know. I was like, I probably don't put it up when it's just me on the stream. It's understandable. You don't have the confusion of like, who the fuck is dogging?
Yeah. Well, we'll have to fix that next time. I don't know why that's not up. Oh, I know why it's not up. Because I don't have Firefox open.
Oh.
It's a click clock wood. What the fuck does that mean?
You'll get there.
You say these words as if I know what they mean.
Raina, we might have a whole.
Pipe?
When we get the click clock wood, we're gonna have a whole night stream knowing your like object permanence issues.
Yeah.
Click clock wood, Raina, took me 2 hours to beat, and I'm pretty decent at this game. Not saying you're bad, but I did watch.
I am pretty bad.
I did watch the crabs. A lot of.
Crabs. You are more than welcome to fucking say I'm bad.
I did watch crabs bully you pretty relentlessly across 2 different levels tonight. And 4 different kinds of crabs.
There's so many crabs.
They really got the
get to eat them.
They really got their mileage out of that crab model. You just came from that way.
I probably did. Just like, is there not another door in here?
No.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, wait.
That's the swamp portal you opened.
That's the puzzle one, right?
Yes, that's the swamp puzzle. You can't do the puzzle for click clock wood because there's no switch in front of it.
Right.
Watch out for him. Hey, look at you doing like the.
I'm a fucking skilled gamer.
Wait, don't. No, wait, what?
What's this one? Okay, I've already hit that one.
Don't you want to hear my opinion on women in the workforce?
Don't you want to hear about how woke Hollywood has gotten?
My sister Gruntilda believes in the wage gap. That's a good thing, Gruntilda. My sister Gruntilda thinks the Earth is round.
God, I wish there was a bat button because I feel like some of these doors I've You haven't got it.
That's beach. That's beach. That's the beach. I'll tell you, that's the beach. Don't go in there.
This is the wood.
That's the wood switch that isn't there.
Okay, that's the wood switch that isn't there.
There's one other door you haven't gone in. Don't find it.
Oh wait, I know where it's at. Okay.
Yeah.
I forget about this one because it's not in like my purview.
Again, you're not helping the Reina as the object permanence of a baby. Like, theory.
Bitch, I might.
Join me now and dump the bear. That little backpack, then I'll wear.
Oh, you should try to recruit Kazooie.
You unlock Gruntilda mode. Okay, you need 260 for that, but you can still go to the swamp and get the missing 8 notes.
That is true. Okay.
In this, you've been to the swamp tonight too, so.
So wait, when you collect notes, do you only get the ones that like when you beat your score?
Yes.
Okay.
You have to get 8 above any of your current high scores to open that door.
Okay.
That's why it's easier to probably do the swamp, unless you really want to go to the ice world tonight.
I don't even remember where that's at. So.
It's
behind the swamp place. That's the one I cheated at.
Yeah, yeah. So, well, there's actually something else up there, but yeah, the ice world is like the ice world's spoiler. The ice world's in the next tier of levels. There's something else in that room you can get, but the ice world's actually behind the note door. The game is structured so every note section has 3 levels you can play. Here we go. Time for another area that has no childhood, like, fuck this level challenge. I use the song to HMD. What?
Is that a gator?
Keep your eyes open for your new move. Yummy, Croctus like that.
Croctus. Hungry hippos.
Yeah.
I never played Banjo. I ain't played Banjo Tooie. I ain't played Banjo Nuts and Bolts.
You definitely played Gruntilda's Revenge on the Game Boy Advance SP.
Yeah. I haven't played Gruntilda's Revenge.
You know, someone actually modded Banjo. Probably not a full game, but there's actually a bunch of like Banjo fan modders out there, and someone modded the entirety of Wind Waker's Outside Island into Banjo Kazooie. You can full on explore it. With Banjo.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh. That's literally what has happened tonight.
I've seen those, and like I feel really seen by them. I like that game.
You actually like that game?
I played a lot of Nuts and Bolts, okay? I was over here playing Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm like, you guys are just playing Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Like, that's all I gleaned from this video game.
People are finally starting to see the light of what the beauty Nuts and Bolts held.
Yeah, we can ignore whatever the hell John Tron. I don't like John Tron anymore.
Right? He's fallen off pretty hard.
Vindication.
Banjo Kazooie Nuts. Did say the animal.
Banjo Kazooie. Nuts and bolts. Special guest appearance from Matt.
Yes, I only hear Matt now through cameos in your streams. So you've headphones in, I assume.
I have my headphones in right now.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not going to talk because I know Matt can't hear me.
Yeah.
Man's only played Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. This seems a lot like Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. I forgot. You know, honestly, I was thinking of this today because, like, one of the podcasts I followed was a bunch of like old Normal Boots people on the podcast, and the Continue people. Like, Continue show is still going. They've had no big controversy. They're just kind of just chugging along, doing their own little things. Like, no one said a racial slur. No one's endorsed white supremacy. They're still around. It's like kind of nice.
It's kind of great.
You're like, look, oh, these guys are just still doing the thing, same as always, and no major issues. That's nice. Better say than some of the other Normal Boots members.
You bitch.
I think because wasn't not Proton John, was it guy whose wife cheated on Barbara Ross's wife?
Oh,
Jared.
shit.
Wasn't he also normal boots?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I think Pro Jared was like.
Yeah, Pro Gerard was just a sex fiend, I believe.
Yeah, Pro Jared. Gerard the Capricious is a different person. Gerard's capricious dude. Pro Jared's the guy who's a sex pest.
Yeah.
You're like they're all becoming like one person as you talk.
Right.
Pro Gerardtron.
It's so weird, like how like a lot of like old school YouTubers have either like miraculously survived or have come out as like the worst people.
Right. Oh, have fun with this one.
Yeah, there was a lot of people like for a while that kept trying to get like Game Grumps canceled at some point, like for various reasons.
Dad was on the eShop. She's like, "What's the skin I found? Dream Daddy." I just felt like a shiver down my spine right now. Like, oh, Jazz, just keep scrolling. I don't want to tell you this tonight.
What the hell?
This is the boss of the level. They're the crabs.
Okay.
Remember, you have the invincibility feathers too that can damage enemies.
I legit have no idea what I'm doing.
5, 4. Yeah, it's like we're like YouTubers that either vanish, stay the same, or become the worst people you could possibly imagine.
Wait, what are these? What's going on with the logs?
I think the textures are breaking out. You just gotta hit them. You just gotta hit the frogs right now.
I'm trying to hit the frogs. They don't want to be hit.
I was fighting these guys with Jazz. I was always rolling on the beat where they hopped, and Jazz was like, "Stop, stop hopping off beat."
Just let me hit you.
Yeah, those I don't know what it is, but those log textures are not having fun.
They're having a rough go of it. How many Legion boss fights are we having here?
Banjo Kazooie has much better boss. I will say that straight up. It's more intricate, and they're not this final.
Bitch. Fucking die.
Blood, you're too tough for us flibbits. Take our gold.
Yeah, I'll take your gold, you bitch.
Oh my god, yeah, so my college girlfriend loved John, so I thought she was hilarious when I showed him to her. And like, when the whole thing happened, she was like, "The world's going to shit, it's 2017, but at least JonTron's still funny." I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, about that.
And I just never told her what happened.
Yeah. See, that's the thing that sucks about the JonTron situation, is that he was pretty funny, honestly. Like,
yeah.
He wasn't like the most funniest person in the world, but like his content was enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, and like it seems like with like him especially, like besides like the egregious stuff, he's like he just didn't want to fucking do video game reviews anymore. Like it feels like entirely like the entire YouTube architecture be built off like people nostalgic about 90s games really crumbled fast after a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, like no, some of it was generally funny and high production value, but now just I don't know, I haven't followed this shit since the incident.
Yeah. He's pretty... Well, not everything needs to roll progressive stuff, but when you're, like, explicitly anti-Semitic, then that's kind of a problem.
Exactly. Like, his stuff, like, honestly, what I heard just seems pretty melancholy still. Like, there's no, like, drama punching he does in the videos. From what I've heard. I may be wrong.
Yeah, he, like, pretty much anytime he covered the situation, I don't know how many times he's covered the situation since the incident happened, but, like, every time he had covered the situation, he pretty much, like, doubled and tripled down on it.
Yeah, like, the best, honestly, situation, if you do that, either apologize or just ignore it. Doubling, tripling down.
Like, there's a difference between, like, saying something that you really shouldn't, and, like, you just were ignorant of it, and, like, you didn't know.
Yeah.
And then growing off of that, and, like, apologizing about it. But, like, when you, like, double, triple down, and you're just like, fuck you, like, yeah.
Yeah. Then it shows your true colors.
Yeah. Like, what you call it? There was a VTuber just recently, one of, like, a big VTuber from Niji Sanji, who made a very, very racially charged joke. But because she's not American,
Yeah.
she didn't realize the joke that she made was very, like, racially charged. So, like, people, like, fucking got on her about that, and, like, it caused, like, a big old thing, but she, like, apologized about it. She's like, I just didn't know. Like, I'm not American. Like, this stuff isn't... Like, I didn't grow up with any of this stuff.
It's like the reverse of PewDiePie. Some of my friends are like, he doesn't know it's a slur in Sweden. I'm like, he speaks English, dude.
Why should it matter? It matters, depending on what it is, and depending on the context, it matters in the sense that it,
Oh, yeah.
That...
Sorry, you talk. I was a gameplay thing, I realized.
Yeah, no, I'm to the chat, but what you call it? It matters in the sense that, like, depending on what it is, it normalizes it, and to a point of, like... It can be harmful for those communities if you continue to, like, normalize that kind of... There's still stuff, like, you can still make, like, edgy humor and stuff, but, like, it's always one of those things where, like, it depends on the context and the right time and whatnot. You know what I mean?
I mean, Only Place still exists, and it's still very funny despite...
Oh, yeah, when it comes to, like, people getting mad at foreigners for, like, jokes that they just didn't know about, it was a really dumb situation. Like, it's a pretty dumb situation to get mad at foreigners for making jokes that they just don't know nothing about. But, like, this is the hard stuff about talking about this kind of things, because, like, the world is pretty well connected, and, like, as much as we hate to admit it, America has a very, like, wide influence on the world. So, like, everything's pretty America-centric. Even the internet is, like, pretty much presented in the POV of America. You know what I mean? So, like, our standards kind of become the standards, as annoying as that is. Damon!
Yeah, I was just letting you talk to your adoring fans.
Well, I'm talking, like, in general. You can respond.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking... Sorry, yeah. No, I agree. Like, you know, in general, even just beyond that, you know, the internet in general, with how much the companies that have kind of defined the internet are Western-based, the global West has a lot of influence in internet spheres.
Yeah.
She's a very big, like, smart person, Jim.
Yeah, I think the only companies that don't really... They appeal to one of two demographics. They either appeal to, like, most companies tend to appeal to two demographics. It's either the American demographic or the Chinese demographic.
I didn't realize, what was it? I think Samsung is like a Korean... Not Samsung. I think Samsung's a Korean company. Motorola, I think, is Korean. I didn't realize that. Like, they're one of the biggest Korean companies. Yeah.
Is that a fucking dragonfly?
Yeah, enjoy them. They're only to fight.
Oh, it's an enemy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I guess it makes sense too with, like, what, China, like, has the second biggest population in the world, besides, like, India, I think.
Yeah, like, what was the really, really dumb thing that happened to, Kiryu Coco, when she was a thing? And it's the reason why they shut down HoloLive, Chinese branch.
She probably just,
China got so fucking mad that a VTuber mentioned Taiwan. Not even saying Taiwan was its own country, just mentioning Taiwan.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know what you're talking about, but I knew it was either Taiwan or Hong Kong, one of those two, and that's how you lose the entire VTuber branch.
Yeah, like, they fucking, like, the Chinese audience for that VTuber, like, fucking went nuts to the point that the HoloLive was like, okay, we're just shutting down the Chinese branch because you guys ain't worth this shit. And Kiryu Coco makes bank, so we're not getting rid of her.
Well, think about that with, like, they deal with Western anime fans, and they like, this is too much.
Yeah.
So I realized, like, you can't, that's too low. You have to be smaller to get underneath those, like, little things. And this is time for some memory stuff right now. These are huts. Remember the huts from last time?
The huts? Jabba the Hutt?
There you go. Pizza the Hut?
Pizza the Hut. I wonder if that movie is still good.
I honestly don't know, because I feel like... I haven't seen the movie in so long. Like, I've kind of fallen out of Star Wars since then.
Yeah, goddamn.
So.
Oh, I'm about to die. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die again. This is like a third time.
Yeah, I honestly can't imagine, like, how hard it is to, like, keep not under control, but like make sure your idol groups, whether they be real or VTubers, from doing shit. Like, there's like some like Korean idol recently who like wore like a QAnon shirt, and like it was a joke, guys. It's a joke. They should wear like a swastika next week.
Oh
Like,
god, that one was insane. That
Yeah.
one is one of those ones where like I genuinely want to know, was the person who like did her dressing an actual QAnon person or like a Nazi or whatever, or did they really just not know?
Because I really don't know how much like agency like idols have with their own image in Korea, especially. I don't really call them idols there. Is that still the right term for that?
It's still idols.
Okay.
I mean, I believe Korea is where idol culture pretty much originated.
Huh. I mean, K-pop is like
Japan and Korea is like the two like big idol cultural countries.
K-pop is so new to me because I didn't really know K-pop until BTS got big. So like I'm really familiar with a lot of Korean music culture compared to Japan, which has been a bigger thing here for a longer time.
Oh man, parasocial relationships get fucking. The idol industry is so bad about that, actually. Like with parasocial relationships and stuff like that. Like some idol fans are fucking insane.
I mean, Satoshi Kon did a full film about that.
Yeah, it's crazy that that film was done like what 20 plus years now ago.
Yeah, and it's still relevant.
It's still very relevant. Like what you call it? Recent anime that also touches on this. Oshinoko.
Yeah, that one with the stalker like murders the mom or something right at the start.
Yeah, exactly. And like that's still like it's crazy that that's still a very real possibility that can happen for idols.
Yeah, it's like weird. It's like nowadays I feel like everything's kind of become idol culture in like virtual spaces like that. I know it's different a little bit from idol culture, but like everyone's kind of learned how to exploit those personal relationships.
Yeah, that's always the one thing that I always found very interesting, how people could just like not distinguish between real life and like the people they follow online.
Yeah, it's weird. Like,
God damn it.
Maybe this is a product of us growing up like, because parasocial relationships are always a thing. Is the internet's really like magnified them.
Yeah.
I mean, Beatlemania was a thing. Mark David Chapman like basically killed. I believe he killed John Lennon over that kind of parasocial thing. Yeah,
it is a sad fact of reality that parasocial people, like people getting like way too parasocial with their like their content creators and stuff, it's always going to be a thing. Like people are just just going to be people who don't know how to draw that line.
I mean, you can see this with like things that aren't people. With like, look at how entitled some Star Wars fans can be.
Yeah.
Or Star Trek, or any kind of long-running franchise, really.
Like that's the hard thing, and this is kind of what I mean by like what we were talking about a little bit ago about like all of the like racy and edgy type jokes is like it's very hard to be the type of person who can very easily distinguish when an edgy joke is okay and when in certain contexts it's just not, or like when media is just not to be taken seriously, or when you should definitely take it seriously. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's that kind of talking like with like Mortal Kombat. People like once you cultivate a certain brand, you talk to certain kind of people. You have to kind of find a balance. You do have edgy humor with that, but you aren't like full on, that.
That got murdered trying to hang out with John Lennon? I don't think I've heard of this one. But that sounds proper. Like
yeah, that's the thing you talk about Chapman, the guy who murdered.
Oh, John Lennon got murdered.
Yeah, John Lennon got murdered by Chapman.
Oh wait, yes, okay. Now I remember this. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, that's fucking insane. The world is nutty.
And that was what 70 years ago now, close to.
Yeah.
50 probably, because I don't know when. I'm not a huge Beatles fan, so I don't know when John Lennon got assassinated.
I'm not sure, to be honest with you, because I am also not a big Beatles fan, but like I remember hearing about that or like reading that story somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in college. Like, I had so many like girls like, "Oh my god, the Beatles are the greatest band ever." Like, you're making me not want to listen to them now. Like,
that's literally how I've been my entire life. I'm definitely fucking. Sometimes I'm way too much of a hipster where something gets too popular. I'm like, you know what? I don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, like
I like it, therefore I don't want to like it.
I like Sgt. Pepper a lot. It's a good psychedelic album. That's about it for the Beatles stuff. Like, I'll play like Come Together or Get Back occasionally, but like I'm not like, oh my god.
Yeah.
My favorite B-sides are,
Doxing. I don't understand people who dox. I really don't get it. Like, is your life so sad that you have to torture somebody else's?
I mean,
like, I really don't get it.
I mean, you bring up that, but the big name of that is Christian.
Yeah.
Oof.
I'm gonna fucking die. Never mind. Yeah, people are wild. I am missing all of these fucking music notes.
Yes, you are. But you got enough to open the next door. Remember, though, you want to see the titty ending, you gotta get all the things in the game.
All of them?
If you want to see the secret ending, yes.
Oh god, we're gonna have to
Well, we can do...
we're gonna have to do a day when we just go back and do nothing but the music notes.
So yeah, so you can keep going, and there's another Jiggy switch there too, which is my personal pick for my least favorite Jiggies in the entire game. I think it's crazy of all the early YouTubers who have like a full meltdown to like, oh, territory. It wasn't Oni, it was JonTron.
Yeah.
But
man, there's been some yikesy VTubers as well.
Oh,
that's the part that flips me out too, because I'm so used to like the big industry VTubers who have to be like a certain level of say so or like safe.
Yeah. Oh, I can imagine, especially like because the anime aesthetic kind of attracts a certain kind of personality type. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
I can see that coming with the VTubers. I don't watch many VTubers. So yeah. Outside of you, I don't watch many VTubers. So congrats.
Whoa, look at me, I'm so cute.
You got little pants.
I got little pants. This is so cool. I love this.
So now you're immune to the chompy water.
This is so fucking cool. Look at me.
For an early NC4 game too, this is a really cool feature to have. You just change like seamlessly. I think this is pre-Majora's Mask too.
Yeah, this is fucking Byte.mp4 is what this is.
At least there's more than one bite sound effect.
No. I'm sorry, I can't. He's just so fucking cute. Like, woo! The little woo! I'm so happy to be a little gator.
So this is what you're supposed to bring to the area of the portrait.
Zelda is good. Zelda is a very good game franchise. There's very rarely like any of the Zelda games that are like truly and legitimately bad. Can I still ground pound in this form?
No.
No, I can't. So I probably should have hit the switch before, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a small door by the hut you can go through too. You only go through the whole maze.
What's my favorite Zelda? It's a toss-up between Wind Waker and Twilight Princess.
I think I'm the one person that doesn't like Twilight Princess that much because it's just such a. I was young, but I thought Twilight Princess was really repetitive compared to like some of the other Zeldas.
I have a nostalgia for Twilight Princess because Twilight Princess was my first actual Zelda game that I played through. Like
Okay,
before that, I had I played one of the handheld ones. I think it was Link's Awakening, but it was like my dad's Game Boy, so I never finished it.
Gotcha.
So like I forgot about that pretty quickly. I've seen people. I was a broke ass child, so I've only seen people like play Wind Waker originally for a while. Until I got like a secondhand GameCube.
This corner's horrible.
But,
the camera doesn't work for that.
Yeah. So like the first actual Zelda game I actually owned and played was Twilight Princess.
Gotcha. My first was Ocarina, but like the ones I really liked to want to come back to it have been Majora's Mask and Wind Waker. I like Wind Waker the best.
Yeah.
Especially the Wii U port. That's all its quality of life features.
Oh, the fucking, like, the HD update for
Yeah.
it? Or, like, remake? Yeah, fucking, I love Wii U, frickin' Wind Waker. It's so good. And there's also just, like, a couple quality of life changes that are nice.
Yeah, the auto-sell is so nice. Bring it to Switch, but the auto-selling is so much better.
How the fuck have they not brought it back to Switch yet?
I have
like,
no
what
idea.
What the fuck is up with that?
Like, you think they would have for the anniversary, like, bring Wind Waker, and at this point, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess are the only two you can't play on Switch.
You know what, Eli? There's a lot of things I wish I would have done when we were younger, but I was an inept, stupid fucking child. Man, I did not have a high school experience.
Oh my god, this might be the same thing, but in high school everyone played the 4-player Zelda game. Four Swords.
Four Swords, yeah. I love that they kind of brought that back with that one 3DS game.
Oh yeah, the one with like being Link from Where Address, that's what it's called.
Yeah. I love being this little gator. Yeah, I didn't start living as a person until I literally moved to Arizona.
Dude, I was thinking like, God, I was thinking like, I wish I was friends with y'all in college, because my college friends, like, for the most part, weren't the greatest people. I just something I still talk to and adore. There's a whole, like...
I didn't go to college!
Yeah, there's a whole, like, I moved here and I wasn't around people that had my interest at all.
Yeah.
At least when you came out to you moved to Arizona, you were around Eli and stuff for, like, a while.
Yeah, I got very lucky in meeting you guys when I moved to Arizona, because I don't know what would have happened to me had I not met you guys.
Seeing how you, your older pictures, I don't think good things.
Yeah.
No offense. No offense to younger.
No, I think legitimately, I think the only people I enjoyed being around in Texas was the friend group I had. So it would be Eli, Lindsay, a couple other people, the little like tertiary to that group. But like for the most part, I didn't really like a lot of people in Texas.
Yeah, like when I went to count here, like my school was like it was a J school, so like most of the people like they were career people at age 18. They had no interest in sports and advancing their careers. Nerdy stuff just wasn't on the table, so I had no fucking people to share my interest with for like 4 years of my life until I met Eli.
Newton was dog shit. Newton was kind of the worst. That was the school we went to.
Okay.
It's like the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Like all of the money went into like sports or specifically football. Our education was like the bare minimum, and I still did shit at it too.
Yeah, like once I met you guys, I met Eli. Eli met Derek because of Kay, and then like things kind of clicked together after college. But like. Those 4 years are rough, man. I'm going to lie to God. Those 4 years were really rough. I had one friend who was into nerdy stuff, and that was it. There are no clubs on my campus either.
I don't even know how to describe my personality. Yum, 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 yum. Yes!
So, this is one of
mine.
This level is the speed level of Bane. I'm enjoying your childlike joy before it gets...
Oh god, I'm missing them. Yeah, mine!
He gets faster the better you do this. There's rubber banding on this battle. You're kind of getting the strat though. You're staying close to him so you can't bite things.
Go. Oh god, I'm losing it! I'm losing it!
Yeah, you actually lose control. You slip of it when you bite, so be careful with spamming that.
Oh, god, okay. Oh yeah, I lost it.
Yeah, you went full. You like zerked out there for one buddy. You're still like lost in the om-nom and you figure out how to like play the game.
Yeah, I was just being a little choppy guy.
Yep.
What's one off?
Weenie Croc loses me by Greenie to make him learn.
Texas laws, especially right now, especially for the kind of person I am nowadays, fucking sucks.
So you can talk to him again to the retire challenge. You gotta lose health whenever you lose.
Oh, that's fine.
Want to try again, Greenie?
Yeah! I'm gonna eat all of the stuff.
This is
Let's
gonna be
go, buddy.
this is gonna be a fun one to see, like, you're reading the rules comprehension.
No, you bitch. That was mine. Damn it. God. I was in a flow of it too for that first half of that one.
You were doing really. You had that like beginner's luck stuff where you were doing super good, and then you just slipped up. The good news is
I got lost in the sauce of chomping.
he rubber bands, so if you do badly, he'll slow down at least.
No time to slow down. Only chomp.
Must consume.
Let's consume. Okay. I'm drifting around these things.
Yeah, you're doing this like the cool. You make the initial D slide.
Mine.
Ties
It's a
don't
fucking
count.
tie. God
Ties
damn
don't
it.
count.
Wait,
So this-
what?
So this is
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah, so this is one of the hardest challenges of the entire game.
Is it? It doesn't feel that hard.
You have to do 3 rounds of this.
I have to do 3 rounds of this? Oh my god. Okay, okay.
So you see all these in the background? Those shoes?
Yeah,
Those let you go faster. So once if you learn them later in the game, you can use them at this level to make this easier for you. Speedrunners have to beat this guy in one go. And it's like a speedrunner nightmare to try to do this in one try because of the rubber band.
Oh, is this the one you were talking about?
Yeah, the rubber band. Well, this is one of them, but the rubber band I have is super unpredictable and really you can ruin runs. This guy destroys runs. So like, it's easier to often just come back with the shoes once you unlock them.
If we win one round and leave, is that whole progress, or do we have to do it in like one go?
You have to do it in one go without leaving the room. He's terrible. Jazz watched me, and there's a part in the game where you have a chance of fighting him again randomly.
I don't think we have time to try to go all 3 rounds, but I want to try to at least win this one round.
I believe in you.
No, you bitch!
I believe in you.
Mike. Bitch, get back here. Mine.
Hey, you won round 1.
Haha! Get fucked, asshole!
So, round 2 time. Maybe you'll beginner's luck this. Now you play harder game. Eat reds, avoid yellow grumbles.
Ah, god damn it.
They're not ripe, ready?
I just
this
want to eat! I want
this
a
is-
chompy!
This is where you learn your reading comprehension skills. If you lose, you don't have to start all over. You can just start from the same round. Not that it matters if you have no health left.
Get me!
If you need help,
There's no red spotting! There's like no red spotting!
he'll go towards red spawns before they happen. So keep an eye on him.
No! I just don't want to get it. Damn it, he's gonna get it with me.
Just lock him out. You got him. You got that one, I think. You did it. Alright, can you do the final round now? Good luck with this. Good luck.
Only
This
eat what is shown at top of screen?
every 10 seconds it'll switch colors. Just remember that. 10-second intervals it switches.
Oh, so like sometimes I have to eat the gold?
Yes, when it's on top. So 3, 2, 1, 0 gold.
I'm glad I went. Is that a snake? No, I can't grab it. Shit, I gotta leave it.
Change.
Shit. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to win this one.
I'm being your eye in the sky.
You bitch!
3, 2, 1, change, yellow.
Damn it. No!
I believe in you.
Fucked.
Oh.
I am fucked.
3, 2, 1. Change.
Shit. No, I'm not winning this one. Damn it!
This is why the shoes help you go faster than them. File 1, gold all the way. Go ham.
I love how fast I can move while chomping, but like...
You were so close, though. You were 1 away. Now Mr. Vile fucking murders you.
Damn it. Fuck. Oh, woo. Fuck me, dude.
Yeah.
I was so close.
Like,
I just one off.
I know, you're feeling that. Yeah, I gotta go to all the grounds again.
Oh well, fucking. At least I'm still a cute little crocodile.
Yeah. Is it a good place to leave for the night, you think?
Yeah, no, we're gonna have to end it there because it's like almost like 10:30 and I gotta go to work tomorrow. We all gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yeah. One more day
But
to the weekend.
anyways, thank you for playing with me, and thank you, Chad, for thank you, Eli, for chilling out with me. Today was fun. Today was a really fun day.
Yeah, I'm glad we got good energy going tonight, I think.
Yeah, no, we got a lot done tonight.
Yeah.
I gotta
Just see,
before
I
I
want to
accidentally
let's see
close the emulator
let's
without
see
saving
let's see the
it.
totals real quick. I want to see how long you took in levels. Go totals. Real quick. There we go. Yeah, just see how long you took in each level. So 33 minutes in the swamp. 52,
Almost an hour.
Almost an hour in the cavern. Hour 17 in the cove. And the mountain is 47. So the cove is by and far the...
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And stream total was almost 3 hours and 19 minutes.
Cool, that's like half of one of our Resident Evil 0 streams.
We've made way more progress here than we ever did in Resident Evil.
Yes. Cool. At least you get to see how grunty as the night ends. As you're just so...
As the nice farewell to the night.
And the tower, turn it up, I need
Seriously, how do we
power.
turn to the dark side, like, right now, please?
Yeah, where's the option to do the bad ending path? You need a Paragon or Renegade thing where, like...
What are your hands for? To forfeit all mortal possessions to the hot grunty.
The door opens and Tui's just, like, gore in the chamber. It's like the fly. They should have added a saxophone to this.
Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry.
They're really trying to make a real person face, but that mouth doesn't work right.
Yeah. See, Bumbo's got the right idea.
We just gotta Photoshop your VTuber over. I'm gonna need to finally draw you as Mumbo giving the flower. Then she gets to become the real final
Mumbo
boss.
fucking sliding into those DMs.
Mumbo simp. I know me, your former teacher, but power dynamic changes. Wow.
Anyways,
Alright.
good night.
Good night, y'all.
Bye-bye.